I'd like to give a special shout out to my man Cowboys Face. How you doing? The Dallas Cowboys are my most hated, reviled, fucking despised fucking team.
Philadelphia Eagles kicks off the 2025 NFL season versus them disgusting, nauseating, get on my damn nerve, straight right little boys, read the damn hoodie!
Come on, Cleveland. Come on. Come over here. Come on in. Let's show walk. Come over. Then you're going to limp back. You walk over, but you're limping back.
All right, little Miss Cowboys fans, you got anything to say before you take off?
Yeah. Where you headed? You are going down. Let's go, Cowboys!
There you go. I love you, baby.
Love you.
As for you, where you headed? It's here. Oh, it's here. Football season's here. And we start off with the Philadelphia Eagles. And I know the NFL purposely chose the Dallas Cowboys chose the Cowboys to face off against the Super Bowl defending champions, Philadelphia Eagles. Why? To get the most views ever. To put on that record, most views ever in home opener kickoff, season opener kickoff game. This is going to be it right here. And what I love about this is history repeats itself. You know, it goes either win or lose, you know, with the Cowboys. But history repeats itself. When we face somebody, you know, the season opener, with them raising, you know, the banner raising game. You know, like, remember against the Giants, the 2012 season? We got them. We won that one. We outplayed them. And then 2021, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, that was a shootout. I mean, we were laying down for nothing. But of course, you know, Cowboys just came up short by a field goal. So, you know, Tom Brady and the Buccaneers, you know, beat us by a field goal. And Dak played great. You know, defense played great, you know, a few times and let off, but Dak played great in that game, and this is what I'm really hoping, you know, for Dak. But man, this is just I don't want to say I've been feeling embarrassed as a fan, you know, but I'll tell you, man, all you people out there that are diehard Cowboys fans like me, y'all should know how I feel. It's just like being a fan of the Dallas Cowboys, you know, and this is like football in general and stuff. Man, what we've gone through, this stuff makes us stronger as a sports fan. It's been 30 years. Eagles just won their second Super Bowl. And they're defending Super Bowl champions, getting ready for the season. They just won one. Well, it's their second one, but they just won one. And we're off over here with all this drama about this contract, about this number 11 that turned to number 1. Not on the team no more. I'm not even going to mention his name. He's gone. I put a tag on him and I put him out into a garage sale. That's it. But we're sitting here watching a Netflix show. Looking in the past of the Cowboys in the 90s. When the Eagles just won a Super Bowl. Of course, I still watched it, but that's got to feel embarrassing. Yeah, I'm proud of that. But NFL fans, Eagles fans, you know, the divisional rival fans and all that, they're going to make fun of our VCR tapes, our cassette VHS tapes, you know, all this old crap until we finally win one. Telling you, man, I had Where You Hiding come and hang out with me last year, man. Like, you know how spoiled he was last year? Not only his NFL team won, but his college team won. Ohio State. Ohio State won the championship, and the Philadelphia Eagles won the Super Bowl. Ask me something. I mean, if you personally know, Where You Hiding, yeah, but besides him, just anywhere, like, do you know anybody that has had a college football team and a Super Bowl, or an NFL team win a championship and a Super Bowl in the same year? I ain't know nobody my whole life until just last year with Where You Hiding. And me and Where You Hiding went to a game last year here in Dallas, and man, I'll tell you what, man, that was pathetic. I had a good time, but man, that was pathetic. We got Zeke back there.
Come on, fuck this up.
Go Zeke! Go! Oh, he lost the ball!
Oh, we got a flag! There's a flag! A flag!
Yeah, just put all that, in the past. I know it's happened. Eagles are Super Bowl champions. We had a terrible season. A bunch of injuries. But okay, this is a new season. And I have not since I came back from the last video, I have not mentioned Brian Schottenheimer yet. I'm actually excited. And it's not that I'm just pumped up, and I think we're just going to, he's just going to lead us to Wonderland and all that stuff. I'm just excited that Mike McCarthy's gone. And the same way with Jason Garrett. Jason Garrett was more of the long stretch, for him to finally go, and it was Mike McCarthy. And I ain't gonna lie, I was happy Mike McCarthy was hired just because it was something new I wanted to see. Same situation with Brian Schottenheimer taking the place of Mike McCarthy. I'm curious. I just want to know. I'm just wondering how this is going to play out. It's exciting to think that way. And having the new defensive coordinator coming in, Matt Eberflus, but we'll see how he goes. I didn't expect him to be our defensive coordinator. I thought he was going to be another head coach somewhere, because he was for the Bears. But I can see why he left that organization, and good luck to Ben Johnson taking over. I was one of the candidates I was interested in as a head coach for the Cowboys was Ben Johnson, but that's where he went with the Bears, so good luck to him. But that's why Eberflus left, and I'm glad he's a defensive coordinator. I just hope we can do what we do, without that horrendous year last year. That was not good. And we got this number 11 that finally left, and now he's green and yellow, wearing number 1. And I ain't gonna say his name. I put him in a tag, and I'll put him out the garage sale. He's done. He's sold. He's gone. And I'm glad we ain't got to pay him all that money. So I'm good. Dak Prescott is healthy. George Pickens comes back. Comes to the Cowboys, and I hope I hope it works out for him in the future. I hope he has a great year, and we'll see where it goes from there, because George Pickens he's got the same agent as that green and yellow number 1. Same agent. So I don't know how that's going to play out. But I know George Pickens is going to leave it all out on the field and do his best to let the pads do the talking. I really do see, as long as Dak Prescott stays healthy, I really do see, a comeback here for him. I'm always upset with Dak and stuff, but man, like, I hope he does good this year. He's a Dallas Cowboys. What else can we expect? He's been with us for 10 years now. I remember the days we were talking about Dak is better than Carson Wentz. Carson Wentz is long gone from the Eagles. And Jalen Hurts done went to 2 Super Bowls. So I don't even talk about who's better, Jalen Hurts or Dak Prescott, man. I go by Super Bowls. That's all I got to say. Yes, a team carries you. Yes, it's a team game and all that. But I've seen a lot of crucial times where Jalen Hurts has answered and Dak hasn't. But Dak having George Pickens and CeeDee Lamb, Ferguson got his deal. And I hope Ferguson had some injury issues last year. Guys, this is a whole new season. Yeah, we have a lot of the same players. That green and yellow guy left. George Pickens came. We got new coaching staff. I don't think the Eagles really know what they're going to be getting into. I'm being serious. Go back, go with the running game. Our running game has changed too. I don't understand why we got Javonte Williams, though. This dude played with the Broncos in his career, and this dude he's never had a 1,000-yard rushing season. But we'll see. In drafting Phil Maffa and Jadon Blue, I was upset when we drafted Jadon Blue at the time because Taj Brooks from Texas Tech, Taj Brooks broke records in rushing. He carried that football team. And this guy was still available. He was still available. And Cowboys pick up Jadon Blue when we needed a cowbell. Taj Brooks was the cowbell for Texas Tech. I just didn't understand. He was... Call me biased all you want, man. I mean, receivers and tight ends and running backs, they come and go from Texas Tech and going to the NFL. Yeah, whatsoever. Yeah, just like Kelly. Kelly went to training camp. Played for the Dallas Cowboys in the preseason for a minute. Okay, that's cool. But Taj Brooks was a big deal to me. Because now he got drafted by the Bengals, if you haven't known. Got drafted by the Bengals. I wish him the best. I hope he has a great rushing career. So I can just be like, see? Because, man, that could have been a running back to get right there. Javonte Williams, I don't have much confidence in him. But I'm going to cheer for every first down and every touchdown he makes. Because he's a Dallas Cowboy. We'll see, how Phil Maffa goes. And Jadon Blue's got that speed. But Jadon Blue just gives me the memories of, like, Felix Jones, Julius Jones, Joseph Randle, that kind of style. But defense, Bland, he got his deal, 4-year deal, 90 million, something like that. Like, I'm not looking at the exact numbers, but it's not really going to hurt the cap. I'm glad we got the Ferguson deal out the way, the Deron Bland out the way. Deron Bland is kind of coming back healthy. He kind of started out slow last year, but he started getting better, from his injury last year. And I love that big play, how he stripped the ball and took the ball against the Buccaneers last year. But Trayvon Diggs, man, we don't know if he's going to start week 1 or not. I mean, I think he's being rushed. I don't know how many times we talk about Diggs being injured and how many games he's going to be out. And I'm talking year by year by year. Like he's never on the football field full time. He's like a part-time worker. He doesn't come to work half of the time. And I ain't trying to just, dog him on that. You know what I'm saying? I mean, he can't help it with his body. But still, I get tired of his injuries, man. Injuries happen. I know. And we'll see what Kenny Clark can do. I don't know, man. Looking at him, that's a big dude. And we talk about stopping the run. So that makes Mozzie Smith a rotational player. And Kenny Clark coming in there, helping out Oseo Digizua. We'll see. We'll see how that goes. I like that. And maybe Donovan Ezeraku is the replacement of that green and yellow guy. We'll see. Because when it comes to rookies, you just don't know how that pans out. But he was the ACC Defensive Player of the Year. And I thought we did pretty good in this draft. Of course, Tyler Booker. Heck yeah, man. I think we did all right this offseason. We had a lot of drama, but I think we did all right. And I think with all this drama, maybe, you got teams like the Eagles for this first game not even paying attention to what's really going on, behind the curtains, what the Cowboys are really getting ready for in this game. We can talk about George Pickens and CeeDee Lamb, but man, you gotta worry about, Devonta Smith and AJ Brown. No, I mean, those are good receivers too. Jalen Hurts. Of course, Saquon Barkley. We gotta stop the run. We gotta. That's the first thing ever. That's the first thing we need to worry about first. Is stopping Saquon Barkley. And I'm not saying Kenny Clark is coming in and just bam, he's Superman. But that's one of the reasons why we brought in a guy like that. Just for, in the meantime, he's getting older, but we'll see how this draft picks come in the future, but I mean, that's a big dude right there, man. I want some beefy guys, but we'll see, guys. I hate the Eagles. I didn't even congratulate them. I mean, I congratulated, some Eagles fans, personally, but you ain't gonna see me get up on camera and say I've already done that in 2017, and I'm sick of it, man. I'm sick of it. I'm jealous. It's been way too dang long. The Eagles fans are driving me nuts, man. I'd love to come in here and burn this banner raising flag, burn it down. Let that this right here is a very important game. Yeah, it's just week 1, but very important game. Divisional rival game. If we win this game, we're already not only just 1-0 with our record, but 1-0 in the division. At this point, we can go into depth about anything about Cowboys are going to have a great year. Cowboys are going to have a bad year. At this point, we just don't know yet. It's easy to predict what's going to happen in the playoffs because we're so used to it. But really, are we going to have a good season? Are we going to be rusty in this first game against the Eagles? Or is it going to be shootout between two teams? Are we going to start off slow? Or are we going to start off fast? We'll see. We'll see. All right, guys. I'm getting out of here. But Eagles fans, I'd love to shut y'all up. Because y'all have been, y'all have the right to be loud. Y'all have the right to run y'all's mouth. But this is a new season, and I'd love to get started off with throwing an L at y'all with an 0-1 record on y'all by the Dallas Cowboys. Let's get this season going. Thursday night, baby. Let's go, baby.
We're catching up to the Cowboys, man. We're catching up. Telling you, we're catching up to the Cowboys, man. We're catching up. Telling you, we're catching up to the Cowboys, man. We're catching up.
Man, shut your ass up. You still got to get past Washington and the New York Giants first, and you sitting here worrying about catching up to the Cowboys. Well, come on. Come on.
Come on, Cleety, come on. Nah, okay, come on. Come on, Cleety, come on. Come on, Cleety. Come on, Cleety. Come on. Come on, Cleety. No, come on, come on. No, okay, come on, come on.